Hi, I'm Beverly of AliveandVibrant.net and BeverlyRobertsTraining.com. I'd just like to welcome you to this Jumpstart January 2019 video and guide. No doubt you've set your visions and your goals and your intentions for this year, but what actions are you going to take? Do you know the steps you're going to take? Do you know what you need to do, how you need to show up, what's required of you? Well, in my group, I invite people to come on in and make their January plan. This is the free training group, and it's to introduce you to my work, to the success principles, and to just connect to the visions of success that you have and be taking those continuous actions. Because what are you going to do when the doubters show up? You know, those people that say, oh, you can't do that, and they want to squash your dreams and your visions. Well, I say no more to that. This group's all about success. It's about getting you involved fully in your dream and your vision, so you're taking the actions on a consistent basis and getting the results that you want. And when the challenges show up, we want to be aware of the challenges. That this doesn't mean stop, it just means to pay attention, to just be more present and to look at, well, do I really want this, or is this just something that's going to help me grow and something I need support to move forward with? That's what happens within this group. So come on over to the Alive and Vibrant Life Facebook group and start your best 2019 with us. Within it, there's going to be a guide that I'm going to get into in just a moment, and we're going to look at what do you need to do to improve the circumstances of your life and get the outcomes you want, because there's always more we can do. That's why we set this year up going, well, you know, what is it I want? And we get into that energy and vibration of, you know, what we desire in the beginning of each new year. But it can be so hard to maintain. So I say, come on over to my group, and I'm going to be there as your coach, as your trainer. I'm going to share weekly videos with you, and it's a taster of my work of what goes on within the paid membership. In the paid membership, we look at 8 areas of life, and we really look at the overview of life and all the things that you want to be achieving within this year. So that's available to you, but I would like you to get familiar with me and my work and just come in and feel what it's like to lean in the energy of success. So within the planner, you can either download that below, or it is available within the Facebook group. There's a unit that sits in there monthly, I don't know, it's like monthly planning or something. Sorry, I can't remember what it's called. Anyway, there's a unit in there in the Facebook group that's, well, it's just below this video actually. So in the planner, we want to look at one area of life that you're going to work on. And that can be yourself. Maybe you want to work on your confidence this month. Maybe you want to work on your relationships or a particular one. Maybe there's a work area, or, you know, I look at self-health, wealth, work, relationships. There's other areas of life as well. You know, what's your contribution you want to make? Do you want to give a little bit more this month? Just you choose one area. That's all you need to do. Choose one area of life that you want to improve, and then look at what are 2 goals perhaps that I want to achieve this month. So for example, for myself, I've chosen within the space of this group to look at leisure. Life's always going to be asking us to do more if we choose to. So, you know, I'm playing this too. And so I'm looking at the area of leisure, and what I want to, I'm just checking on my notes here. And I will just say right up front, I'm new to video, and I'm going to learn and go and grow hopefully as I go through this with you. Video is my overarching breakthrough goal that I want to achieve and work towards an outcome by the 31st of March, but that's another conversation for another day. So for now, we're looking at the goal for January. What do you want? So using my own as an example, I want more leisure time in my life, because I have a tendency just to keep on working and I don't set the boundaries, and you know, one thing spills over. I'm quite nocturnal, so I can work till the small hours, and I want a better work-life pattern. I want that balance, or just more time for leisure, so I'm doing the activities that I choose that feel good to me. So to do that, I have to look at, well, what goals does that require? It's not just leisure in general. So if I'm going to have more leisure, I need to have a more robust productivity plan and a schedule in place. And so that's one goal. And my other is, in this month, I've decided, and decision is a really powerful thing. So we're going to get into all these concepts of energy and, you know, taking action and getting those faster results. So I've decided every Sunday I'm going to take that day off this month, and that will be a miracle in my life. So I'm going to take every Sunday off. That means no tech, no work of any sort, and that's my other goal that's important to me this month. And so I invite you to make these goals yourself for what you want to do. And here's a little tip. If you want to make a goal happen faster, if you want to take ownership on it and really drive the energy into it, put a date and time on it. So, for example, my goal number 1, I want to create a robust productivity plan and schedule by this Friday, 4th of January at 5 p.m. So all of a sudden there's a boundary on that. There's a connection, there's a tension that exists that's asking me to step up and deliver on that. So this isn't just some wishful thinking anymore. It's like, you know what, Bev, if this is important, this has to happen by then. That's what you've decided. So I want to do this with you and help you to get into that framework of how to get your results in whatever area of life it is. If it's your health, if it's, you want to work on a better diet plan, or you want to get more exercise in, what does that look like for you? When are you going to implement it? These are the things that really make the change and will help us get off to a great start in January, the Jumpstart January. So as you go through the sheet, you will notice that there are other things. So it's all very well to have your goal, but it isn't really a whole lot of use unless you're going to take some action with them. So we look at action steps. So it's like, what are the small steps that are going to make that happen for you? So for myself with the action planner, I need to set aside an hour, just an hour, to sit down and really work that out. I want to put it on paper. I want to have it. I want to know where my leisure sits so that I can work my work around it and really, put in my different events and activities and things I've got going on, the training schedule that I've got, sit that in their space so I've got a visual on it, and then that will be done. I also want to be looking at a daily tracker for that to make sure that this is happening, because what's the point of having it if we're not going to follow it up? So again, these are the things that I teach and it takes a little bit of time to get used to, but it becomes second nature after a while. It's not hard, but it is helpful to be in a supportive community of people who are also interested in caring about your success. So the other thing that sits within that as an action step, if I'm going to, have this leisure time, I've decided again, I'll keep coming back to this decision, it's a powerful thing. I've decided that tech goes off at 10 p.m. and I'll be asleep by midnight. I have got to get my work-life balance back on track, and so this is a commitment to me. I'm making it publicly to you as well, and I'm going to track that for a month because I want to know if this is going to be a plan that works for me. So I'm going to test out for a month, 30 days, see what happens. Do I expect to get 30 days of success? Probably not. It's going to take a little bit of adjustment, but I'm going to keep readjusting. I'm going to navigate back to that vision of success that I have, that my life will be better if I put this leisure time in and really honour having some, valuable downtime to go out and do the things that feel good to me. So, that's my example. And I want you to share with yours in the group so that we can support you and, encourage you and hold that space for you that you too can, achieve what you want. So, please share away. In this sheet as well, you'll notice that I've also put down challenges that I might come up against. So the challenges that we might come up against, for those who know me, I work with law of attraction as part of my training. And so law of attraction is a fundamental law, a principle that says what you focus on expands, and it's not all about being happy, positive, it's about being real. The universe will yield to us whatever we put our focus and attention on. So I'm going to support myself by looking ahead at what challenges might come up around this. This is important to me, but what challenges might come up? So I've already prepared a strategy to support myself to move beyond it, or not to get sideswiped by it for so long, or at all if I can, divert it. So challenges that I might come up against in, say, my planner thing is that I might not get up on time in the morning. I might go, oh, well, you know what, doesn't matter, I've got all day. That's not good enough. If we're going to change life's got to change. So it's about owning what's important to us and really getting traction on that. And that's what I'll support you to do. But I'm also working my stuff here too alongside you. We're all going to be doing this together. So I invite you to, lay down your cat challenges and then put down what can you do to overcome them. If you know you're not typically good at overcoming these things that keep coming up for you, put that in the Facebook group, share with me so that I can do some coaching. This is what I want to do. I want to hop on there. I'm learning to master videos, so one of the things I want to do is Facebook Live. So if you give me your challenges and things that'll come on, I'll hop on there and I'll do a little training for you in the moment. This is what I want to put in the free group. I want to help people to really see what's possible when we get into the mindset of success. One of the things you'll hear me talk about is success consciousness, and this is about what does success look and feel like to me. And this is really important because success isn't about winning the prize and, you know, being top of the field. Success is your daily stuff. It's about achieving what you set out to do in that day, and these successes need to be celebrated. So that's another term that we'll keep using, and success mindset. So this is the practical, applicable stuff. This is your plan of action, getting your mind into the set of, right, okay, what do I need to do and how am I going to make it happen? And again, that's what we're going to do in the group, support each other in doing that. So this video has gone on for longer than I intended, but I look forward to hearing what area you're working on in January and what feels good and right to you, how I can support you. So please, like I said, share, ask away. The other thing you'll notice on the guide sheet is, why do I want this success and how will I feel? These are two really powerful things. So you know what you want, but how will I feel? Why do I want it? When we get into the energy and synergy of that, it helps to propel the energy and move us forward. Over the weeks of January, I'll talk more about that with you. But for now, I hope that this has been helpful to you, and I look forward to seeing you on the inside. Okay, bye for now.